メジャー翻訳速報。大谷翔平選手のメジャーリーグプレーオフデビューをご紹介します。なんと大谷選手は見事なホームランを放ちチームの勝利に貢献しました。大谷選手の圧巻のパフォーマンスとドジャースの逆転劇、今回はこちらを詳しく解説している番組をご紹介いたします。ご感想などありましたらぜひコメント欄までお願いします。それではご覧ください。
And we go down to the field, Ken Rosenthal.
Thanks, Joe. We're here with Shohei.
So Shohei Ohtani in his postseason debut hits a home run, and his team wins the game. 7-5 the final score. Now Matt Vasgersian, Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez, David Ortiz, and the D-Train Dontrell Willis in the studio for post-game coverage.
All right, Joe, thank you. Welcome to the NLDS postgame show on FS1. So the Dodgers take care of business. They win Game 1 in the best-of-5 series. And, Alex, this is a familiar postseason matchup. Third meeting in the last 5 years postseason between these regional rivals. The difference is in the previous two, Shohei Ohtani was playing in Anaheim. He made a big difference tonight.
He did. And, look, it's 1:20 p.m. in Japan right now, and the whole country must be celebrating. This guy's unbelievable. You run out of things to say. But prior to the game, Maddie, we were talking about it's not the guys that hit behind him, Poppy, but it's the 8 and 9 hitters. And tonight they got on and he delivered. And to think about this, after 4 batters, the Dodgers are down 3-0. To come back, it's a huge victory.
It's a huge victory. And I'll tell you this. I was watching Ohtani face his first at bat, and it seems like he was on his own planet. This guy, it made no difference for him. I know this is his first playoff game, but he's such a great hitter that he's so quiet and level, and his body language say it all. I mean, this guy, the game don't change for him. It doesn't matter if he comes to the playoff, regular season. It don't matter. I mean, he performs at the highest level, no matter what.
It's just an easy game for him. You know, it doesn't make a difference if it's spring training, regular season, postseason. I mean, he said he wasn't nervous going into this game, and he showed it. You run out of adjectives to use for him, but, you know, you mentioned the 7, 8, 9 guys getting on in front of him, but we were talking about it before. I mean, why would you pitch to him?
Right.
I'm still trying to understand why you would pitch to him with first base open, so that's a whole nother discussion.
And by the way, first base or third base, I don't care. If you have a base open, walk him.
Yeah, I heard all of you guys say the same thing after the big 3-run homer in his second at-bat. How do you get on top of that ball and hit it for a homer? Poppy, you took a special look at that.
Let's watch the tape right here. Let me show you. We were doing a breakdown on his swing, and his swing stayed level at all time. There's not collapsing on the backside. He stayed tall, and that's why he can reach out to the high fastball, 98, 100 miles an hour. It don't matter. The guy's swing is extremely level, stay in the strike zone for a long time, and that's what makes him a top hitter. He stay on it, and a fastball, breaking pitch, it don't matter. If I'm the pitchers, stay away from that guy.
Yeah, when you do that, when you don't collapse on the backside and you have a level swing, it's tough to pitch to. I mean, we talk about it all the time, high velocity, being unable to get to it if you're collapsing on the backside. He doesn't do it. That's how he's able to hit those pitches. So when you have someone that's doing that, they're tough to pitch to.
And Derek, you grew up, I mean, you played with Knobloch, yourself, O'Neill. I remember all you guys thought about thinking down through the baseball. But Poppy, he's a throwback. I mean, that swing screams Jim Thome, Ken Griffey Jr., Big Poppy. It's so impressive, Matty, to hit that ball up here. There's only one way to hit it. It's from top to bottom.
Pitcher's nightmare, and it's a good thing that the train station is open after midnight Eastern. Let's go through that pitch by pitch, D-Train.
You know, this was a phenomenal sequence that Shohei Ohtani was able to be impactful and get on top of this pitch because Dylan Cease is a very difficult cover. And what I mean by that is he has the velocity and the pitch mix to make anybody look foolish. But let's go into this sequence right now because Dylan Cease, from the first pitch on, sent the indicator that we're going to try to tie you up. The 98-mile-an-hour fastball, they wanted that up. That's pulled down in the zone. Then he tries to slow them down with the slider down and in, but ultimately the fastball is the indicator in. We're trying to tie him up, but this last fastball caught too much of the heart in the top of the zone, and Shohei Ohtani never came off that fastball. And as soon as he barreled that, I give a 9.10 out of that Richter scale of that bat flip because he knew that baseball was not coming back. So that was his coming out party, and they're going to continue to see that type of intensity with Shohei Ohtani. And like you guys said on the panel, he's making this game very simple and very slow for him. So the Padres, if they want to get out of this series, they're going to have to find a way to slow this man down because right now he's the best player on the planet.
Wow, looking like Barney out there in a strange
All right, I'm out, man. I worked all day.
Let's talk a little bit more about Ohtani. I mean, why are we surprised by a dude that almost went 60-60 at some of what he's able to do? He's playing a different game, it feels like.
I don't think it's a surprise. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised that they pitched to him.
That's right.
I mean, that's a great job with the breakdown by Dontrell, but you can avoid the whole thing by putting four fingers up and go to first base. It just doesn't make much sense. I still don't understand.
You know what was the best part about that, Matty? His emotions. I mean, pretty awesome. Usually, you know, he doesn't show a lot of emotions. He did there.
There were other heroes for the Dodgers tonight, including Teoscar Hernandez, who delivered the big two-run single. An 8-time All-Star, Alex. 8-time All-Stars find a way to play when the season's on the line like this.
And, Matty, you may think that a right-handed ankle injury for a left-handed hitter is a liability, but let me show you why it could be an asset. As a left-handed hitter, you want to have, well, look, here it is. Focus on that right ankle. You want to keep a very, very light weight there. Keep your weight on the backside, which is your left side. Keeps your head nice and still and just makes you use your hand. And your mindset goes from not hitting it far, but hitting it hard, right? And as a hitter, Poppy, what I thought about, you see this right here?
Well, that's the first time I've ever seen you do that.
You see this? You put that there, and what you want to do is you want to pretend that you're going to step on that, but you don't want to kill that bill. You want to step on it very, very lightly. A hurt ankle may help you do that and help you more stay on your backside and free your hands.
And he's got great hands anyway. This is some of the best hands in the game. Those are very fast hands, by the way, when the money came out.
Poppy, that's the fastest I've seen you move in years.
There's a good point with the ankle, but at this point in the season,
it's late.
Look, I mean, who cares, right? No one is 100% this time of the year. I know, look, his ankle hurts, which is great. He wants to be out there. He wants to play. The Dodgers need him on the field. He went out there and he played like there's nothing wrong with him, and I would expect him to go out and play the rest of the series. And you know, quite frankly, everyone is injured. How many times did you play in October and you felt 100%?
But I'll tell you what, Poppy, before you go, I love the swing. The swing did not surprise me. What I don't want to see, I don't want to see any more stolen bases. Because if I'm the Dodgers, I need 10 more wins to bring a title. Stolen base is not part of it. Let somebody else do that.
Absolutely. But you know what? The adrenaline is kicking in. I mean, knowing Freddie, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Freddie. Freddie is like the perfect package for any team. I mean, this guy is a leader. This guy, he have playoff experience, and he know what it takes. He know that you don't have to be 100% to go out there and help your ball club. He know that.
Yeah.
He's been in so many playoff games.
And he can hit with 1 foot.
That's right.
Who cares?
The guy had the best back control that I have ever seen on a batter.
We could assault you with any one of a number of amazing Shohei Ohtani stats. After all, the guy hit 54 homers and stole 59 bases this year. But take a look at this. Last 11 games with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? 14 for his last 17. So after the game, Padres manager Mike Schildt was asked about the stress factor in pitching to Shohei Ohtani.
The stress factor when Ohtani's up with anybody on base.
For you? Yeah, I mean, listen, he's a good player. I mean, clearly he's done some pretty special things this year. So I feel good about, it's just about execution, right? You got to be even finer against, really good players. But we got really good players too. It's just about the execution. You got to pitch out over. I mean, Morihone absolutely made a beautiful pitch and blew him up, and he got one into center field. I like Scott's pitches against him, like Adams' pitches against him. We executed. We were able to get him out. We just got something that was out over that he was able to get the meat of the bat on.
I know we talked about this earlier, but Derek, I mean, at some point they have to pitch to him. It can't be like Kelly Leak and the Bad News Bears where you just give him 4 wide ones and Shohei's going to take his base. But it does present a problem because he's the hottest, biggest bat on the planet right now.
You don't have to walk him all the time, but you have to walk him right there. 2 outs and first base open. I know everyone has a game plan, but the guy's 14 for 17, runners in scoring position. Why even take a chance? I don't even know why you would take a chance. So in certain situations, I think even if you want to bounce 4 pitches and see if he swings at it, right? You don't have to intentionally walk him, but I just wouldn't take a chance with him.
If it's a long bounce, be careful. We'll hit that out too.
Yeah.
14 for 17. That is ridiculous.
Yeah,
I just thought about that. 14 for 17 with running in score position. I will give him the bare bone treatment.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it, but look, we're not managers. Managers make those decisions. Pitching coaches make those decisions. I'm sure they have confidence in their pitchers on the mound to execute in those particular situations, but I just don't know how you take that chance.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but I like common sense. And it doesn't matter if first base, second base, or third. If one of those is open, here's the memo to all managers. And nothing against managers, okay? I don't care if Ron Say, Steve Garvey, Pedro Guerrero, or Kirk Gibson comes back. Walk the man. Move on.
You know, we're going to move on because you know what else is ridiculous? The momentum that the New York Mets have late in ball games.
今回の動画はいかがでしたか？ぜひご意見ご感想をコメント欄までお願いいたします。このチャンネルでは日本人メジャーリーガーの最新情報など海外の番組の翻訳をお届けしています。面白いと思っていただけましたら、よかったら高評価とチャンネル登録をお願いします。どんな情報をお届けしたら喜んでいただけるか、ぜひお聞かせください。それではまた次回の動画でお会いいたしましょう。